where you've got the noise.
Just my jaw dropped. Speechless. Speechless. Still am.
Then you've got the wind.
The first time I saw it, I was spitting dust. It was coming around the corner. I was like...
I could feel my heart racing and the pulse pounding. And when I got up there and I saw the speed that these guys were going by at.
And then you've got the goosebumps.
Well, the first day I was here, I drew my feet in.
I didn't know what it was at first.
You get blasted by the wind, the grit hits you in the face, you just have a whale of a time.
He's clearing his eyes, now the visor comes down, just clicks it into place, and with 15 seconds to go.
And if you're with somebody who's never been before, you look at their face and just, it's like I say, it's got to be done. There's nothing like it.
I was absolutely dumbfounded. You just cannot think that the brain can operate the machine at those kind of speeds.
He starts to stare and focus down, 10 to go. The hand on the shoulder, we're ready to go, we're underway, the flag drop.
This film is about a special place and a special event, the Isle of Man TT. Last year, Rob and I went on this motor guzzi, which I'd bought 40 years ago in Africa to drive back to England with Jackie, my wife, who we just got married. We went through India and Afghanistan. The bike's still going strong, and we thought this would be a very good way to celebrate its 40th birthday.
We brought the GoPro along to put on the bike to record ourselves going around the 37-mile circuit. I brought the handheld sound recorder to record the sounds of the bikes, but it became something a whole lot greater.
The TT really shouldn't be allowed, and in fact, in most of the world, it isn't. It's a relic of a bygone age, but you know, at 21st century speeds and modern technology, and that's really part of what makes it so special. It's the genuine article.
Is it going on YouTube or anything?
Yeah, I'll put it on YouTube.
Really? For the hell of it.
For the hell of it.
What do you want to know?
The whole shebang.
Well, you liked the Isle of Man, didn't you? Because the speed. The speed is savage, isn't it? Yeah.
You know, you don't need to pay 100 quid to go see Formula 1 when you can just come over here for what, 300 quid and watch the races for free.
There's way more action.
Oh, the big bikes going fast, you know, hitting the corners. Hit the straightaways 200 miles an hour.
Yeah. Nothing much better than having a beer and watching the racing. You can't beat it, to be honest with you.
And you just can't get this anywhere else in the world.
What's your favourite, the sidecars or the two-wheelers? The two-wheelers.
It's better when you watch it properly in real life, so sitting on the grass or anything, and the races come really close to you.
What's your favourite super bike or what? Or the lightweight? Super bike. Oh, cool.
It's like, you know, it's like a proper experience for yourself. And your kids will love it.
Not like being on a circuit where it's kind of sanitised and you're so far away from the action.
This is the main roads. Everybody drives in them during the week.
And I rode the course, and that puts it in perspective.
When I'm driving to work on the same road every day, doing no more than 30 miles an hour, it's a little bizarre.
Riding a bike around, no, you don't worry about speed limits. Even at my age.
When I've been going around, I haven't noticed any of the houses as much. It's just like a track. It just all lays out. And
the mountains one-way traffic for the fortnight, and no speed restriction also.
It's not really like a track because
no,
it's not smooth
bumpy.
like a track.
No, it's not.
And I mean, you've only got to go around on the back of a I went on the 600 Honda, and
you can feel it.
You can feel it, yeah. I mean, imagine what you're feeling when you're doing the speed you guys are doing.
And it's not good.
Guys, you have to just go out there and get them loose and do what they want to do.
If you like bikes, or if you don't like bikes, you can understand the thrill of coming here. Fantastic time.
The pubs there at night and that you're not just a stranger. That you're in company with everybody.
C'est unique. It's like anything with bikes, though. To be honest, people cannot understand how friendly a sport it is.
C'est la course mythique.
People and the charm and the beauty.
You never got to see anything like this, is it?
You can't match it anywhere.
In Formula 1 you might get the noise, but it's not the same.
And don't forget, this has been going for more than 100 years.
It's not the same. There's nothing like the TT.
Mind the weather helps.
Weather's fine. You couldn't ask for any more. An ideal place to come.
And you get to see these boys out and about every year. It's brilliant.
It's a brave man circuit. It's a different discipline to the short circuits.
You've got to be wired up mentally to do it, and you've also got to be physically fit enough to do it.
Valentino Rossi, no, I wouldn't do it.
It's the biggest race in the world.
The best one in the world, and yeah, that's why we are here.
You don't start together, so it's not a race as such, it's a time trial. They start individually. And the riders challenge themselves against a course, not necessarily other riders, although of course the fastest man wins.
You've got no knowledge out there. You do 37-mile long laps in 6 laps.
You won't see as many jaws drop doing any other sport as you do at the TT, that's for sure.
Feel so relaxed. You could just relax, that is. Not like a football ground.
I enjoy playing football and I enjoy whatever we end up else doing, but there's nothing that gives you a buzz like racing around the island.
Well, if I went to a football match, I just feel a bit itchy. Is somebody gonna kick off or something?
I enjoy playing football, boxing. I like my sports, but this is where the adrenaline comes from.
Even on life, I don't hate football, I don't hate any sport. But I just feel relaxed.
Difficult to compare to other people's sports. I guess they all think they do what's the pinnacle of their sport, but certainly it doesn't get much more extreme than the TT, you know.
There's other sports, they're okay, but they're just more of a training exercise more than a sport for me.
But in terms of other sports, the difference with the TT is that if everything goes well, if the rider gives his absolute best, he can win a major sporting event. But if he makes just one mistake, he may not ever come back off the track.
For 50 or 60% of the track, then it is completely unforgiving. You know, a crash over here, you'd be a very lucky person to walk away from it.
There aren't many other sporting events where the rider's judgment combined with his ability is so crucial. So that's what makes the TT unique for me. There it is proper all or nothing race.
Down 10 to go. The hand on the shoulder. We're ready to go. We're underway. The flag drop.
It's just you and that road, that's it.
And loud.
Yeah, loud, very loud. Hectic. It's very hectic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fast, very fast, very fast.
Fast, loud, and exciting.
Fast.
Fast, furious. Noisy.
Brave.
Noisy.
Damn.
Fast.
Amazing. Loud. Noisy. Hard stopping.
Mad men on wheels.
Fast.
You can't use that one, that's been taken.
Fast, 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 fast. Very, very fast.
Yeah, it's been taken.
Yeah.
Her first bike going past. That was my favourite moment.
Your first bike going
My
past.
first, but I'm a virgin. Yeah. Sorry, Mum. Sorry, Mum.
I think it would be so scary, I'm going to fall over.
First time you see it, it's the speed. You just think to yourself, how the fuck do they do it?
You cannot fathom the speed that these madmen drive at until you actually witness it. When you look at it on a video camera and on a television screen, you can never tell. How fast?
See here, flying, 160 odd. And then to come in that corner there, they're going 100 odd through that, and it's...
Oh, you'd wonder how they hold on to the bikes are going that fast, so it's just great to watch.
I go around that 50 and I'm like, oh, in the car.
Feel them going past you.
And I'm like, oh.
And smell them and hear them.
It's getting faster and faster and faster and faster and faster.
Oh yeah, very quick.
But then when you watch the races, we're just playing at it. I mean, they're proper quick guys. We're not, really.
Well, I mean, this year, the speed has been unbelievable.
Guy Mark put in a belt to eat the 132. Ted City's got in the 132. Liters top of the river. We're all over 130.
It just proves to me, I'm going around there going, this is incredible. But even I've got to go further. Got to go further. Like, this is what it's about.
But my first ever road race, I had a bit of a big crash and hit a cafe at Scarborough at 60 mile an hour. It's on YouTube. And on the 6th lap of the race, I had a big crash at Greenwood Castle and landed in Nobles Hospital for a few days, so that put me out for the rest of the event.
Like my dad, you know, he came off on Monday night practice. He didn't even get a lap in, and he went off the mountain box. Went home in an ambulance. You know what I mean?
I don't really remember much about it. I was knocked out. I was unconscious for a while, so I don't really remember.
It's not a nice story. A couple of years ago, I think it was at Craignabar, a couple of my friends were watching the sidecars, and the sidecar crashed into the spectators, and my friend got
Joe, he's getting there now, he's alright, he's still got his leg in a cast. He hit a barbed wire fence.
Your cousin?
Yeah, and he flew over this gorge up on the mountain, and he hit a barbed wire fence, which hit him just at the bottom of his crash helmet, and that hit him in the neck.
Yeah, it was a fast one.
Really, how fast?
Well over 100 mile an hour anyway. I don't know, maybe 120 or something like that.
I told you it wasn't a nice story, but the TT is fucking brutal, man. Like, it's incredible, but it's horrible. It's horrible, I tell you.
Well, the surgeon says it's the closest injury like that you've seen to someone actually being decapitated, but not.
99% of the time you think, oh, this isn't too bad. There's always a thing or two riders just clipping each other or clipping the curb. Occasionally some really weird things that happen, like a rabbit can run out in front of you. It's not your fault, it's not their fault. A seagull can hit you and mechanical failure, those sort of things. You can't legislate for those, they just happen. You know, being such a long track. And if they happen at the wrong place at the wrong time, it can be very dangerous.
Yeah, it's our place, it really knocks you. Yeah. If luck's not on your side, as you can see with Guy Martin, If luck's not on your side, you can ride your heart out. You put everything in. Sometimes it just doesn't happen.
Even a valve cap.
It was a freak accident, I'm not sure. Not sure why it happened. But
So something as simple as a duff valve cap.
For 50p.
Oh, not even that, yeah. 10p. Yeah. 10p part per paid on my race.
Little things, but
I don't think it's dangerous when I race around there. But I know it is dangerous.
yeah, basically try and forget about it. That's the main thing. Just leave it. Move on to 2016 and let's take it from there.
Passengers are being killed. Women passengers are being killed. Women mate solos are being killed. I know the danger's there.
But to me, like, growing up with that, you've just got to carry on. You know what I mean? This is what the sport's about, and that's what the characters fill the sport. And
The highs and the lows, we've experienced all of it. The trips to Nobles, the air ambulances, everything. But when I set up on the line, there's no danger. Otherwise, if you didn't, you wouldn't go past, would you?
You're not scared. You feel you're totally in control.
like all of us sitting in this beer garden right now, we're not here because it's safe. We're here because we only live once.
First question they ask is, how's the jockey? First question I ask is, how's the bike? You'll go home and tell your mummy you're going to be a TT racer. Not in this house, you're not.
Maybe 194, 5 mile an hour, I think it's the fastest we've been clocked at this week.
And for the TT, I don't think there's many people here who've done less than 120 mile an hour laps. And that's stupidly fast.
Because you're going at 10-second intervals. When you catch the man who went before you, you think, right, that's one down. I don't need my ass wiping. I can look after myself. That's why I like danger.
So, you know, you're bouncing off walls for God's sake around here. This is where it's at.
Oh, okay. I've been riding motorbikes for nearly 60 years. I wouldn't dare do anything like that. Wouldn't dare.
But I'm still in one piece. That's what it's about.
Yeah, I'll be back again next year, have another go and hopefully a bit more success.
Believe that, do we? What do you want to say?
Is she going to ride the TT one day?
No way. No, definitely not. She's not allowed near a bike, this one.
But yeah, it's quite scary wet weather riding around here, you know, different changes in surface on the road, the grip's not consistent, you can't really see, you know, it's not great. I think most of the riders are pretty pleased that we don't have to do it these days.
We got out to the mountain and I come to the mountain box and it was pissing down all the way to Kate's cottage, and I tell you what, it was lashing down. I got back here now, my leathers was ringing. Yeah.
It's not fun, is it?
Nah, that was shit. You had like slick tyres on and you're coming off the mountain, you hit the white lines, the old fucking bike's giving it.
Like big shimmy.
Ah, yeah, not nice.
People have described this as the most dangerous sport in the world. Like, you know, there's crashes everywhere, windy corner, mountain road, everywhere, even bikes blowing up.
That's how close it is to the white line. Yeah, geez.
Dangerous, brilliant, like rock climbers, isn't it? Fishing. A lot of blokes go out and try and think they're a TT racer on a Sunday afternoon with cars on the road.
Unfortunately, it's most of the fans that are causing the delays when they have the accidents on the road, because they like to be racers. Leave the racing to the racers, I say.
Yes.
I don't ride motorcycles on road. There's too many cars on road. I'm not going in a boat. It's too dangerous. Going out on that sea, it could get a leak, it could sink. Engine could stop, no chance. I think I'm safe for me on there. Do I ride on road?
Yeah.
Ask me, good.
Do you ride on the road?
Very, very rare. Ask me why.
Why don't you ride on the road?
I think it's dangerous. You're coming down road.
Yeah.
Next minute you're embedded in bonnet. If we crash here, there's lots of paramedics around, there's a travelling marshal, there's 2 air ambulances. Anywhere on the circuit, 20 minutes they can have you and Nobles fall apart and be working on you.
Roads, he could be in a ditch for hours before someone spots him. And I said that to my mum, who was worried about my little brother getting involved in racing. I said, personally, he'd be better off racing and he'd be learning from people who can do it instead of learning off video games and stuff and thinking he can do it. That's my personal opinion, is that I would choose racing.
We're meant to be. We've all done as apprenticeships. The accidents you do tend to get are newcomers.
I think I'm old enough now as well to not do anything too stupid too early. Yeah,
how old are you?
26.
Can't be a hero around here, else bad stuff happens. In a normal short circuit race, if the rider's pushing for the win, he'll be pushing right on the limit, almost to 100%. Knowing that if he makes a mistake, of course he can crash and could be injured, but generally speaking, you're going to slide off into a gravel trap. At the TT, most riders understand the risk. There is a calculated risk on the track, so you're pitting yourself against the track, and you can choose how close to the edge, if you like, you choose to go.
I don't think James ever pushes 100% on the track. He probably goes 90, 92%. I think if you went 100%, you'd be clipping the curbs and going the verges and stuff, and that's not what he's about. He likes to, he likes to go fast, but not pushing too hard. Otherwise, I think you'll end up, not very well.
Look at the draw.
Yeah. It's easy to say where's the safest place to crash, and you probably look at maybe Governor's Dip because it's 2 miles per hour.
When you get close to the edge of lamppost.
And just try not to think about that. Just get on with it. Unfortunately, if anything was like that to happen, then we all know the risks. Just take it as it is. We're all here for the same reason, to go flat out.
Something that pushes human endurance to the limit.
That's absolutely it. Like, there's arguments that you shouldn't do the TT because it's dangerous, but if they know what they're going in for, then why stop them?
There's a lot of places where you're really close to spectators, there's Hilbury just coming down towards the end of the lap, the spectators' faces are that far from the bike when you're turning into there.
One of those bikes hitting at that speed, you've got no chance. And it's not worried about them, it's worried about the racer, isn't it?
You forget about them people, you don't see them, because full concentration on where you're going and what you're doing.
Well, life's dangerous, isn't it? But, you come over here, you know what the score is. If you get hurt, you get hurt. Nobody wants it to happen. Nobody forces you to come. So there's no good whinging if something does happen, is there? But that's the Isle of Man.
It's reasonably sensible. You can't race around here without being smooth and sensible. I know everybody will have a disaster now and again, but generally I'm reasonably confident that he knows his own limits.
Yeah, a bit scared, but a little bit of fear keeps you safe, I suppose. You should ask my mum that question.
Yeah, family worry a lot about it, especially as they're not from motor racing background and they've never had much experience of it.
Counting down the seconds from 18 minutes something or other, I'm not over keen on. Not a happy place, but well, no.
Obviously Hutchie's made a comeback since his 2010 crash. But there you go, they say how dangerous a TT is. He wins 5 TTs in a year, goes to a short circuit meeting that nearly cost him his leg. So is it dangerous? It's the way you look at it.
Shoulder damage, a bit of road rash, but not a lot, not bad.
Guy said I'm the closer to the edge, maybe. He just says you go into one of them things where you think, that's it, and I've had that moment now and can sort of relate to it, but
His was a bit faster than mine.
You know, get well to all the other riders.
Yeah.
Massive, you know what I mean? Because we all come here and none of us want to go home in a bad way. None of us at all.
Real personal question. Tell us about your knee.
Oh, that was a football injury, nothing to do with my body. That was a football injury from years and years ago. Yeah, well, you know, this goes back to the comment we made about Ian Hutchinson, you know. He comes here, he does 5 in a day and he's fine, goes to a short circuit meeting, nearly ends up losing his leg. So it's an awkward one, you know. Isn't it safe? From a safety point of view, they've got it absolutely mustard.
Really enjoying it. Because they need the marshals. The races wouldn't go without the marshals. They're very vital.
This is my first time marshalling TT. It's absolutely awesome. It's an amazing thing to do. And it's really good to put something back into it. I suggest everybody has a go at this.
Enjoy it. Recommend it. You could be one yourself.
Yeah, apart from having to shout, get off the road too.
All right.
Oh, the sun's off the road.
Scheiße. It's gonna go get him.
Yeah.
Silly people. Silly people.
Remember it's on the road right now. It's actually a racetrack.
20.5 seconds at Ian Hutchinson, number 9. Leads Michael Dunlop at the bungalow. But that battle between Michael Dunlop and James Hillier, look out for that. There's only 10 seconds in that now.
Für uns ein Highlight alle 3 Jahre.
Here he is. Ian Hutchinson is your race winner. Hutsy at the double at the TC. 130.924 miles per hour on his final lap. So Ian Hutchinson from Michael Dunlop with Lee Johnson in third place after 150 miles. Time to celebrate.
I think it was mind-blowing.
It just does your head in. Yeah.
He's been awesome. Basically, don't even know him and let us go in his car. And basically steal it, really, haven't we?
Yeah.
But we buy you beers and coffees.
Yeah,
to
so
pay
it's
for
it all works out well. All what goes around comes around.
Yeah. Well.
So.
Did you ride your bike here?
Yeah, it's over the back there.
Oh, nice. What is it?
It's not Harley Davidson.
Let me say it's a special situation here on the island. So you come by ferry boat, the journey is part of it, of course. And when you enter the island, it's amazing for us.
You don't feel it until it's here. You can think about it and think about it. But until you see it, and then 3 days time it will be all nice and quiet and back to normal.
Oh, the Isle of Man during TT week will be the only time the Isle of Man is actually alive.
It's nice to see so many people over and go out and actually be busy for a change instead of quiet.
So it's just buzzing for 2 weeks, absolutely buzzing.
The whole island seems to be involved. There's 60,000 people on the island. You have thousands of bikers.
To see a bit of life around the place is what the week is all about for us.
I know a few locals who say it's like having 2 Christmases.
Yeah, like busy, having
It makes
busy.
the island, yeah.
You've got Christmas, but this is a better Christmas. Yeah.
Whether there's racing or not, there's always something to do. It's just a fantastic event, really.
It's nice most of the time, but this makes it worthwhile. Yeah, 2 weeks.
All the pubs people take people inside to look after them. All the marshals that come out, it's awesome.
The inhabitants, the right word, inhabitants, the people who are living here are very kind. So if you ask, can I use your garden for have a look on the TT, they say, okay, come in, here's a coffee and so on.
Absolutely right, it's about the local people. I think the whole island embraces it, down to a lady I met in the jeweller's shop yesterday.
We have made very good experiences, and that's one of the reasons we come back.
You see the fields full of people and enjoying themselves. It's just lovely.
It's a privilege to have it here, really.
Biggest road race in the world on a tiny little island. Yeah.
best thing is that whether you meet these guys, which is the first time we've met really these last couple of days, whether it's these guys or whether it's John McGuinness, the same thing is linked between everybody, and that's motorbikes.
The TT, yeah. I think it's good for the island. I think it's good for the people of the island.
It's not just about bikers coming over, lads' holidays, it's about family time too, and we bring our children everywhere when we go to watch bikes, so really family, lovely experience.
And I think people are blown away by its beauty and everything that's on it.
It has the soul of it. It has a kind of soul and...
Proud, yeah. Proud to be Manx. Yeah, definitely.
A lot of the people that have come across to live here do a lot of complaining about it.
I don't like, sorry.
I know some of them bring money to the island, but it's not all good.
Get a few Manx people moaning and they have to get rid of the Queen's head to you.
The races have been here longer than them, you know, and if they don't like it, they shouldn't have come. That's my feeling.
Yeah. Off the Manx Hills, where John McGuinness races.
My opinion? I want to know your opinion. You really want to know my opinion? I want to know your opinion.
Inconvenient.
I can't stand it.
Noisy.
I think it's a waste of time.
They upset my dogs.
Just arrogant people coming over.
They cause erratic trading patterns in the shop and make us too busy.
The whole island's got to stop for bikers. What about the rest of the people that live here the rest of the year?
No, they're alright, really. Just not my thing.
They come over here, they think, oh, roads we don't know, it's acceptable to go 70, 80 miles an hour down the road. Then complain when they kill themselves.
I, however, love the bikes. Yeah, I'm really keen on the bikes, but don't get an awful lot of chance to see them.
It's a beautiful place. All year round it's a beautiful place, but TT's probably the best. It just comes alive for 2 weeks and then it's like a ghost town after everybody leaves.
It's a fucking major depressant. Nobody around and
everything is asleep and there's nothing here to do.
People going back to doing 38 miles an hour everywhere.
Yeah, literally as soon as the racing finishes on senior, the grandstand empties and everyone starts to disappear and then you're back to normal.
When everyone's gone home, it's back to tumbleweed down the seafront.
Sorry guys, anybody want any spare chips?
No mate, no.
Okay guys.
You eat them all you normally do, you fat git.
You like your sphere?
Fucking unreal. Quality.
Fucking right.
Mega. Best show ever.
Just crazy.
Pure fucking madness. Crazy.
Best hospital.
All you gotta do is watch it, haven't you? Fantastic.
spectacular. So it would be an island to come back to when it isn't so manic. It is.
Because it's a beautiful island.
Head out west to Peel, which is just a couple of miles that way. Peel's got is a lot more sort of like an old-fashioned, like villagey type, small village town. Or down to the south is sort of very scenic as well. Either west or south. I mean, you can go to the north, but it's Ramsey up there, Liz.
We live there. No, it's beautiful. Beautiful scenery, gorgeous. Nice beach. Poor Darren. Woo, poor Darren. No, I live here now.
Do you?
Yeah.
Why do you live here now?
Have a look. Have a look around. Why wouldn't you live here?
We did come over the mountain. We came over the old coast road.
From Ramsey to...
Took your breath away. Spectacular.
Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah, my son is a solo racer, and he won the solo event, and I won the sidekill event.
That must be rare.
It was never done. It's never been done.
Oh well, that's a fantastic thing.
So I had to persuade my dad to get me my first bike, and we came home with it without telling Mum, so it wasn't very popular, but I said I couldn't help it, it was in my genes.
Do you like the Isle of Man?
I love the Isle of Man, I lived here all my life.
I mean, we've always been into our bikes. It's we've grown up with it.
Every young boy gets an engine underneath them at some point.
It's in our blood, you know. But I couldn't do it.
We are quite a bike family, but my dad used to race the TT. At one time he was the fastest Manxman, but he's too fat and old now to get on a bike and do the TT.
Yeah, born and bred here. Seen the TT every year and wouldn't want to miss it ever.
But it's Darcy's first TT, so she's loving watching all the bikes and stuff like that. Yeah.
Does she not get scared, or does she just...
No, she loves it. Like, bikes have been starting right next to her on the lane, and she's just quite happy to watch them and listen to all the noise. I thought she'd be a bit scared of the noise, but no, happy as Larry. And Cian likes it, don't you? I think he likes going around on the quad more than anything.
Massive quad.
He's stealing the big one all the time.
Are you going to win the TT?
Yes. I think most kids grow up with it, are into bikes, yeah.
Are you going to win the TT one year?
Hope so.
Hope so. What bike will you win the TT on?
BMW.
Why the BMW?
Because I don't really know any other bikes.
Ready, steady, go!
I mean, we've always grown up with bikes, but I think you're a different breed there. You can like bikes, but to race them, it's a different game, isn't it? It's just one of them things. I think you either do or you don't.
Do you want to ride in the TT? Why? Pardon? Do you ride a bike?
Nope.
Do you want to?
Not really, no. Seeing these guys coming this close to the hedge.
You've seen close to the edge, that was close to the hedge. Take 19.
So I've had bickering in my time. Oh, you shouldn't be doing that. My mates at work. You shouldn't be doing that. You should be decorating like me. You should be weeding like me on Sunday. You should be washing your car like me. I went, yeah, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I want to achieve something.
I completely agree with that.
And I have achieved something. Well, no, we've achieved something.
Yeah.
When you see him here, you know, being interviewed, they're just ordinary guys walking around their trainers and arm in a sling and all that stuff, you know, and that really impressed me.
There's not a lot about them. This look at me, I'm a celebrity. They're real people.
We're just normal people, road racers. From council estates.
I think they must become a different person since they're on the start line. I think they just get their head in a different place and they just really want to win.
It takes, I think, a certain caliber of human being who has the bravery to do something like that and the skill to do it.
I'd love to, but yeah, I don't think I've got what it takes.
Cats have no tail, riders have no fear.
You've got to definitely take your brain out and leave it on mantelpiece to ride at that speed.
Bravery or stupidity, depending on how you wish to quantify it.
They're not afraid.
It's amazing.
Part of the brain missing.
Anyone that rides a TT has got a screw loose.
Enormous ball, basically.
Big bollocks, I think.
Big balls! Big balls! That's it. Still haven't quantified whether that's bravery or stupidity.
I mean, I think I'm perfectly normal, but everyone that knows me says that's far from the point.
They're on another planet, and they.
What's your opinion on that?
No comment.
No comment. That speaks volumes, doesn't it?
Fearless, I think. Fearless. They're very down-to-earth guys when you speak to them, but they're just fearless.
Different league, mental strength.
It takes some guts, like. It takes some bottle, innit? You know what I mean?
Chances of dying are pretty high.
You have some courage, haven't you?
They're unreal. They're heroes.
I think they're just rare individuals.
They are unique people, a little bit different to the rest of us.
They're a different breed.
Yeah, but I couldn't quite explain them.
Not that you can do it on sheer bravery.
Just their professional attitude, I think, is just second to none.
Inbuilt confidence to take things to their limits, which probably far exceeds what normal motorcyclists have.
Because it's not so much the fitness, it's more about how your brain can process everything at that sort of speed.
Because your mind is just working, you know, at 180 miles an hour for 6 laps of a Superbike TT.
And they tell me about all the thoughts they have in a moment, which is like a nanosecond. I mean, how do you think that much stuff in that little amount of time? I don't know.
You've got to do your homework. You've got to know not what's coming in front of you, but what's coming in the next 2, 3, 4 corners.
But he's still thinking, you know, his mind's still on the corner that he's doing.
I think he'd be more mentally exhausted at the end of the race than he'd be physically exhausted.
You know, triathlons and stuff are a lot fitter than him and stuff, but, you know, he's just mentally in a happy place, then he can go fast.
It's difficult to say there's one particular personality. I mean, some of the guys you think they're kind of crazy, but then there's other guys that you talk to them away from the motorcycle, they're entirely rational. There doesn't appear to be any massive, wild, thrill-seeking side to their personality.
It's quite tough mentally, but you know, I think you've either got the bit of your brain that wants to do this sort of thing, or you haven't. You know, and if you haven't got it, I think you probably realise fairly early on when you have a go at it that it's not for you.
The riders, it's a bit like the spectators. I think once they've ridden it, they either hate it or fall in love with it. And if they fall in love with it, it's a bit like a drug and they can't give it up.
I think you do have to be possibly a little bit selfish to do it, because you know the consequences can be very long running.
Hopefully he won't be as fast as Connor one day, like an absolute hero. I suppose you've seen the film where he went off the edge of the mountain. That's a commitment the fast boys have to have, and 99% of mere mortals don't have it.
So they understand the risks. They also understand the amount of adrenaline rush and the amount of pleasure they get from riding it. So they come out here every year and race the TT.
Butching, after 5 years of being really off his pace, huge injury, come back and win 3. Legend, you know what I mean? He just went, I want this, and this is what this place is about. Bruce Hansen, 46, he had cancer. He had cancer, you know what I mean? He wakes up and goes, I want that. That is exactly what this is about.
There isn't words to describe it.
Well, you just can't describe it. You cannot describe it. Cannot describe it. Cannot describe it. Cannot describe it.
I don't think you can replace that thrill and that buzz with anything.
No, nothing that you can do give you the rush that you get from riding around this place.
Yeah, there's no words can describe it until you've actually done it. It's weird.
So this feeling, this is something amazing.
Nothing better in the world.
Yeah, the adrenaline's definitely up there with anything you could ever throw yourself into. Yeah, base jumping and things like that probably compare quite favourably to this. Yeah.
I enjoy playing football. I enjoy what everybody ends up else doing, but there's nothing more that gives you a buzz like racing around the Outman.
Come up the return road. You don't know what lap time you've done, but you've just got the biggest smile on your face going, I don't care.
It's just one of them, you have to be here doing it. And
every little improvement you make on a bike, every little improvement you do on a corner, you come in going, that's fantastic.
I reckon after the race they won't be able to walk that well. Shaky legs, I reckon. Jelly.
Look, you're beating yourself more than anyone out there. And that's what this place is about. You're defeating yourself.
that making a point? Oh, it's early.
Senior race day with sunshine will be hazy at times, particularly this afternoon. Still warm in the sunshine, temperatures reaching a balmy 20 degrees Celsius, so make sure you slap on the sunblock today. So if you're here at TT to enjoy the weather, enjoy it today.
Hilbury's quite a scary corner as a racer. You're approaching it as fast as your bike will go. With the modern superbikes, you're talking about 180 miles an hour. You're backing off to perhaps about 130 around the middle of the bend, and it's quite bumpy. And there's a sort of wall that you brush against going out. There's a lot going on, and it's quite quick. Well, it's very quick.
Well, we had a speed gun here the other day, and someone Bruce Anstey went through 140 mile an hour, and that's what makes it really. That says it all. You can't, until you see it, you can't really see it with your own eyes. You can't believe it. It is amazing.
What I like about it so I didn't used to like it that much as a rider. What I like about it as a punter, sat exactly just here, is the fact you can see a lot of the track. You can see him coming down for about a mile, and you can see him disappearing for about half a mile. So it's a lovely bit of track to watch.
Extremely quick, and I think there's very few places left on the island where you can actually get so close to such a very, very fast corner.
It's got to be one of the best on the circuit, I'd say.
You're sat here entirely at your own risk. If that's a problem for you, I suggest you move. Okay? If not, it's probably one of the best free viewing places that are left on the course. Okay? Apart from that, enjoy yourselves and have a good day. Thank you. All right?
Roads close along the rest of the course for racing to get underway with the Bennett Flyweight TT at 10:15.
That's a really expensive bit of kit you've got. Not getting anywhere.
In the Isle of Man, this is Vauxhall Radio TT. Onto the start line will hand it you for the start of the Senior TT. John McGuinness now has fired the 5 blade up, and he's making his way down to the start line, and I can't wait.
Neither can I, and neither can thousands that are on walls and hedges and in grandstands around the course, and many, many tens of thousands listening worldwide to the coverage of the oldest road race in the world from the best biking station in the world.
Yeah, this is like
the senior race.
The senior race is your best bikes with your best riders.
You do whatever you want to the bikes, you can make them as fast as you can.
It always seems to be the senior race that sticks out more than any other.
6 laps of trouser bulging action.
Yeah, it's all about today, yeah. Because obviously during the whole week you get whoever's won how many. It gets to the last one, it's the senior, it's the Friday.
All bets are off, it's the biggest prize of the week, isn't it?
Thousands of people lining the course.
It's the one to win, isn't it?
What's special about the senior race? Just look along here, and that's what's special about the senior race. People. Close to the racing. Job done. This is the World Cup to the TT, this is the Champions League final.
The atmosphere builds and builds and builds and builds and builds and builds and builds.
Who's your favourite rider? Dunlop.
Michael Dunlop wins.
Michael Dunlop, I hope. Guy Martin. We're Team Guy Martin.
How unlucky he is.
He's not got any luck, has he?
No, never has.
James should be on the pace from word go, and if he can hold that pace, we should be there about in the end of the race, definitely, yeah.
I mean, in all sports, changing the guard happens. The guy at the top can't stay at the top forever, and new people come in. And
Guinness, but I think he should retire and live on his reputation because he's awesome. We just want to keep him on, please.
John's done an incredible job for a lot of years to stay right at the top where he is, and he showed us just then he can still ride really fast.
Hutchie. I think money's got to be on Hutchie.
Hutchie's back.
Hutchie's on fire.
What a star.
He's got a bit between his teeth on Hutchie.
Yeah.
It's the first time he's been fit for 5 years, properly fit. His leg, he's been through so many operations.
And I think psychologically he's probably beat most of the people.
Yeah, I'd say Hutchie. Be good.
I think if Hutchie won it, would be absolutely fantastic. Real good story.
Hutchie's going to be hard to beat.
Back with a vengeance, yeah.
Hutchie is back. But it's a long race, anything can happen, isn't it?
All I can say is that the race has been red flagged at the grandstand. Decision made by the clerk of the course due to an incident in Sector 5.
Almost certainly a rider's crashed, so they're assessing what's going on to decide when or if they can restart the race today.
You know as much as I do from the announcements on the radio. We don't get to hear what happens on the other side of the course. We only get to hear what happens in our sector because it doesn't affect us.
It's the worst part of the TT is when there's been a red flag and you don't know what's happened or who it's involved. So the only thing you can lose weight.
Even if I knew that, I wouldn't tell you, because it's absolutely, to be honest with you, it's I hate to say, but it's not any of your business. It can be a very emotive subject for people, but no, to answer your question, I don't know who it is.
Well, if it's anything serious, of course they need to inform the riders' team and family members and friends and next to kin first, so they won't announce that until later in the day.
They don't broadcast it, okay, for obvious reasons. If it's a bad accident, there are other people that need to know before everybody else sat on the bank watching the races.
Oh, that's all part of it, as usual. Nothing different there.
If they can clear the track, then they will run the race. It'll either be today, maybe a shortened race, or they'll probably run it tomorrow. It's always a spare day in the event of bad weather or an incident like this. If the bike had caught fire on the track and had burnt the tarmac and the tarmac needed a repair, then they'd have to do that overnight. They wouldn't run a race on damaged road surface. But we don't know anything yet, to be honest, so it's all speculation.
And all you can do is just wait. Just wait for it to be cleared up.
Nothing worse than hanging around waiting while it's blowing a gale, which can happen, Isle of Man. Yeah, there's worse places to be hanging around, isn't there?
The clerk of the course makes the ultimate decision about whether we carry on racing.
4-lap race now, reduced from 6 laps to 4.
John McGuinness is looking down Glencrutchery Road, just has a wipe of the forehead, and then the visor will come down, and he's just clearing his eyes. Now the visor comes down, just clicks it into place, and with 15 seconds to go, he starts to stare and focus down. 10 to go. That's signalled by the starter underneath the Monster Energy. He moves back, the hand on the shoulder.
This is definitely a bit bonkers.
We're ready to go. We're underway. The flag drops. Hockerstar Senior TT. 4 laps underway. John McGuinness, 22-time TT winner, is heading back out on another lap of the mountain course. Michael Dunlop put in a good 4 laps now. Here's Bruce Amstein, 130.782. Unbelievable. Guy Martin now can get a big bike win. He's Hutchinson hammering it down. Colin Cummins. Here he is then, to pass under the trees. Get ready to acknowledge him. Get ready.
Words can't describe how good that is.
Second flag is out.
It's fucking fantastic, man. Awesome. It's I got goosebumps now telling you that now, right? When we knew he was going to win, when he got like to 20 seconds, didn't it? 23 second lead, and they said, all I was saying, because I had my son with me, was fucking don't push it too far now, just slow down a bit. Don't fucking come off. Don't blow it up. Don't do nothing wrong. And he fucking done it. And he got the fucking lap record, man. Get in there, you beauty!
Oh. John McGuinness wins 132.701.
Visibly so much faster through that section than anybody else.
We all knew he's still the fastest man around here.
I only did 122. John McGuinness did 132 today. I've got to pull my finger out my arse to go beat him at 10 mile an hour average.
You can see it, massive difference, yeah. Big there now. Yeah, baby.
John's favourite TT moment
Of all time.
is
John McGuinness getting the lap record today. Definitely smashed it.
Many congratulations. It was like nothing else I've experienced here when you came into that pit stop. Could you hear it? Yeah, I could hear it. It's going, I thought, oh dear, what's happening? But grandstand just erupted.
But he'll come in again. I know I can go quicker. That's what's so beautiful about this place.
John, get on that jump.
He woke up today, family man, and went for it. This is what it's about, you know what I mean? He went, I want that.
The whole lap on that street, everybody came around it. Everybody that did cheer me, I'd love to just give you away, but I was just head down trying to win the race, and I so appreciate the loyal fans of mine.
I'm a John fan, you know what I mean? I'm a big John McGuinness fan. But all week, you know what I mean? But everyone's been writing him off and everything like that. He woke up, pulled his bollocks out and went, yeah, I'm doing this. You know what I mean? He just went for it. Good on John.
Doing pretty well for a bricklayer.
Well, he's done it, hasn't he? The boys been on it. I'm sure all my mates here, will agree that McGuinness, he's the boy. On the end of the day,
You can't knock an old man.
You can't.
Never put an old man down. It's not about being young and fit. It's about knowing the course. That's what it is about.
He's a legend, isn't he? He's a legend. He is the star of the TT at this time. Always will. He's got a corner named after him. He's going to go on and on and on.
And going,
He came in.
he was amazing.
He put his head down on the tank.
And he went,
And he's like, oh my God, I won it again.
It was that one moment.
The one, the only, 23-time winner, John McGuinness!
Favourite moments, too many to mention.
Best TT moment, Bruce Anstey, man at the curb, Bray Hill, where I live. We thought he was going to go into the crowd, but pulled it back. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that is a really hard one.
No,
There's been so many.
Governor's Bridge, watching the boys come through on that last lap, and McGuinness is absolutely fantastic. All the way.
I can't pick one.
Butchie winning after his accident in 2010, coming back, 3 TT wins.
Finishing today.
Oh yes. Dunlop finished in the last lap today, 132 lap, with a broken wrist, fucking shoulder fuck, sore balls.
Inside car completely flipped, completely turned over. The sidecar passenger was spilled out, the rider was tied into it.
And yet got back in it and carried on the race without getting stopped by the marshals. Woo!
But fuck it, they're gonna enough to win.
I can't pick one. There's so many. I go back too far, mate. No. It's not a favourite one, there's so many.
Watching my mate Gaz Johnson, who we've just been drinking with, coming past, and he could see us waving to him, and he stuck his leg out, so he could see us at 150. Yeah, boy done good.
I can't pick one. I honestly can't. I'm actually the oldest in the age on the island. I was on an epic race, one of the best.
Get that on YouTube.
Some of the best racing in the world here. Well, I think if not the best racing in the world.
TT. You know, England Football World Cup in the final, or the TT. I'll take the TT.
Yeah. When you go home, you're surprised that it's allowed to happen.
Money's ruined a lot of sports, but it's not ruined TT yet, has it really?
Not on this team.
No, definitely not on this team. No. People do it because they want it, because they love it.
So this film is the story of our TT week, what we saw, what we did, and about the people we met. It was the most fun we've ever had on a boat.
So it's our way of saying thank you. Thank you to the organisers, to the racers, and most of all, thank you to the people of the Isle of Man Thank you for having us and for putting on this amazing event. And as you say on the island, Guramayu Kia Vai, which I think means thank you and go well.
Yes, we are leaving.
Sad to be leaving. It's been absolutely brilliant. Racing's been brilliant, weather's been gorgeous, and the homestay place has been excellent.
I'm afraid yes, because this is very addictive, you know, when you try it one time, you cannot just leave it.
Once the TT's over, the whole summer seems to go downhill from there on in, really.
I don't watch other races. Every time you get.
And I've been coming a long time.
50 years ago.
It's 1991.
1977. 1994.
11 years for him, 22 years for myself, and 26 for Bernard. So.
I've done a TT for 21 years.
20 years.
In 2002.
Back and back and back.
In 2011, right, we're going to do it. We've done it, and that's it ever since. Every year.
I could see me competing here for many years to come. I just love it.
I'm a criminal on the run, and I can't answer that. Every year, this place truly highlights the heroes.
Step into different world.
Can't answer it. I'm a criminal on the run.
Fucking A, I'm Yorkshire, me. It was great.
Never been here before.
Do you know what the TT is? What
Just meet strangers and we leave as friends.
This is a place to be.
It's just the ultimate thing, really.
Woof! He just goes for it, you know what I mean?
There is no way you can go anywhere in the world you see something like this, can you?
By the way, turn the camera on. That's bushy. That is bushy. Bushy.
Yeah. Hello, camera. How are you doing?
This is the best thing anybody can see.
Quite clear. It's a hot night last night.
Best sport going, TT, and just privileged to have it here on the Isle of Man.
Wow! Isle of Man TT 2016. See you there.
And I think you'll agree, folks, today, that was something a little bit special.
Magical.
Magic?
Magical's a good one. Yeah.
Magical.
That's what this place is about.